Constructivism assignment, ED 307, Lily Parker. What is Constructivism? Constructivism is basically a theory based on observation and scientific study about how people learn. It says that people construct their own understanding and knowledge of the world through experiencing things and reflecting on those experiences. When we encounter something, we have to reconcile it with our previous ideas and experiences, maybe changing what we believe or maybe discarding the new information as irrelevant. In any case, we are creators of our own knowledge. To do this, we must ask questions, explore, assess what we know. Who are the foundational theorists behind Constructivism? Jean Piaget and John Dewey. How does Constructivism differ from traditional ideas about teaching and learning? In the constructivist classroom, the focus shifts from the teacher to the student. The classroom is no longer a place where the teacher pours knowledge into passive students who wait like empty vessels to be filled. Students are urged to be actively involved in their own process of learning. The teacher functions more as a facilitator who coaches, mediates, prompts, and helps students develop and assess their understanding and learning. In the constructivist classroom, both the teacher and the students think of knowledge not as facts to be memorized, but as dynamic, ever-changing view of the world we live in and the ability to successfully stretch and explore that view. The components of Constructivism. Curriculum. Constructivist emphasizes big concepts beginning with the whole and expanding to include the parts. Traditional. Curriculum begins with parts of the whole, emphasizes basic skills. How students are viewed. Constructivist. Pursuit of students' questions and interests is valued. Traditional. Strict adherence to fixed curriculum is highly valued. How students work. Constructivist. Student work primarily in groups. Traditional. Students work primarily alone. Teacher's role. Constructivist. Teacher's role is interactive, rooted in negotiation. Traditional. Teacher's role is directed, rooted in authority. Assessment. Constructivist. Assessment includes student works, observations, and points of view, as well as tests. Process is as important as product. Traditional. Assessment is through testing and corrective answers. What is the PAR of learning and how does it relate to Constructivism? The PAR model, present, apply, and review, is divided into three components. The present, the student is presented with the new knowledge, concepts, skills, and theories and explanations. Apply, the student carries out the activity that requires them to apply the materials presented, learn by doing. Review, key points are confirmed and emphasis with explanations that link with new learning and former learning. The relationship. The present component of the PAR model relates to Constructivism, in which students discover themselves, also in the arena of Socratic questioning and jigsawing. Constructivist students are urged to be actively involved in their own process of learning. The teacher functions as a facilitator and helps to develop and assess their understanding. An overview of Constructivism. PAR, present, apply, Review. Model and lesson structure. Present maximum 35%. Learning goals are explained. Objectives or goals are given. Advanced organizers. Pervasive account of relevance and importance of the work. New material is presented. Knowledge, reasoning, theories, etc. are presented to students. Abstract ideas are illustrated with concrete examples. Skills are demonstrated. How to use a formula or punctuate a sentence. This stresses both process and product. Learning strategies. Listen to teacher talk. Watch a teacher or student demonstration. Watch a video. Use resources such as handouts, CD-ROMs, internet, etc. Jigsaw puzzle or other cooperative learning strategies. Teaching without talking strategies. Independent learning. Teach by asking rather than teach by telling. Group discussion. Learning is checked in progress. Question and answer. Looking at students' work. Quiz, tests, etc. Apply a minimum of 60%. Students are given tasks that require them the knowledge, theories, skills, etc. that have been presented. This involves them in problem solving, making decisions, creating things such as posters or mind maps. Learning strategies. When a learning skill, practical task, e.g., when learning is a practical skill. When learning cognitive skills, group discussion, case study, exercise, questions, worksheet, essay, etc. Discussion to develop an argument or an answer or question, etc. Decisions game, good for learning concepts. Student presentation, critical evaluation of exemplars, e.g., these are sentences are correctly punctuated. Peer marking or marking exemplars. The teacher should check attention to tasks, behavior, or etc. Check and correct in work progress quickly. Discover those who need this and help provide this. Praise and encourage effort, progress, completion, etc., not just high attainment. Review minimum 5%. What is to be learned, summarized, and clarified with emphasis on key points, especially at the start and the finish of topics and lessons. Learning strategies. Question and answer. Ask, don't tell, as is checked for understanding. Create a mind map, a poster or handout that summarize key points. Key points are reiterated. Advanced organizers stressing the importance and relevance of the work. Reviews at the beginning of a lesson. Short tasks at the beginning of the lesson. Key points at the end of the topic. Reviews at the end of the lesson. Peer explaining of key objectives, followed by check from the teacher. Quizzes, tests, etc. Lesson title, Christopher Columbus. PAR, present, apply, review. Present maximum 35%. Present. Learning goals are explained. Students will find the main idea in the story, the main idea of the text while reading. New material present. An overview of Christopher Columbus's background presented to the students. Pictures of Christopher Columbus's journey and life are presented as an overview and discussed. First page of the book, Finding the New World, is read by the teacher. The teacher identifies the main idea in the text, demonstrating the skill. Learning strategies. Watch the video about Christopher Columbus before reading the story. Students will have access to viewing handouts as guides while watching the video. Group discussion after the video. Read book, oral, and choral reading. Group discussion. Grand conversation. Learning is checked in progress. Assessment. Literature response. Students complete the literature response form. Teacher walks around the room to check for student difficulties. Apply a maximum 60%. Apply. Learning strategies. Students respond to answers. Students compare answers from literature response form in a discussion. Students develop an argument/discussion about the main ideas concerning the answers. Peer marking or exemplars. Teachers should. Those who do not have answers on a response question, allow them to read questions, refer to stories, give context clues without correct answer, discovering. Praise and encourage effort, progress, completion, etc., not just high attainment. Praise those who struggle to find answers as well as those who have difficulty. Learning strategies. Students will divide into groups of 2 to discuss key points of the story. Each group will have a representative to relate the results to the classroom orally. Assessment. 3 essay format questions will be administered to students to answer.